theater, drama, creativity, and so is the Page of Wands. So this person has that energy to them, but it's not like they're just naive and just they're happy for because their life is so great. I think this person has experienced a lot of endings in their life, a lot of ego deaths, even transformations, and this person has transformed. We have the World. This person has ended many cycles in their life, and that's what allowed them to become the person that they are today. Yeah, we also the Ten of Wands at the bottom and the Nine of Swords. So I feel like this person lived with some anxiety in their life, or maybe still lives with some anxiety that they are working through. There's a burden, like there's something about a burden that they carry that they released, or like in the process of releasing, perhaps when you meet them or when you guys are together. That could be like a sign that this is your person. But with the World coming out, I just feel like maybe this person is known by the world, so they could be famous. They could be an actor or in theater or a musician or something like that with that Leo energy coming out. But I just feel like this person has a big, bright, happy, attractive, magnetic personality, and they're also physically very attractive. So they're objectively beautiful or handsome. Like they'll walk into a room and you can, all eyes on this person. Like, damn, that person's hot. So they have that physically, but also their energy, their aura is very attractive. It's very sunny and bright, and they kind of light up the world. They light up the world, and so they're recognized on a bigger scale as being an amazing person, not just individually by the people that know them. Um, and yeah, they just have this like larger than life personality, but they're also the type of person who, like I said, is very ambitious and focused on living living their best life. That sounds so cliche, but just living their best life, being their highest best self. This is not the type of person who settles for like a mediocre life, a boring life. I feel like their profession is not something that is traditional. Their profession is definitely something creative and something that is a little bit different, unconventional. Maybe their schedule is not normal, like, than regular Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Like, I feel like this person wouldn't be happy with that kind of lifestyle. So whether they're working towards that lifestyle or they're already living their dream life, whatever, but they're on a mission. Like they're on a path of living their dream life. That's like a big way that you also recognize your soulmate. And then we also have woman holding a heart at the bottom. So this person could be a woman, who is a very loving person if you're looking for a woman. Or this could be your energy, or they could just embody this more feminine energy. So this person could be very much in touch with their emotions. In either case, whatever gender they are definitely in touch with their more feminine side and their vulnerable side. And I feel like they would be open to expressing how they feel. Like Leo energy to me, just like the Leos that I know in my life, are so verbal and expressive with what they love. I have a Venus in Leo. And when I love something or someone, I do want to scream it to the world. Like I do want to shout it at the mountaintops. I want to tell everybody. I want to tell the person, and I want to tell you all about what I love about you. Or if I love Colorado. I live here in Colorado. And just today I was driving home from a friend's house and I was just looking at the mountains and the sun was rising and it was like pinkish and it was so beautiful. And I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hold it to myself. I had to share it with the world, and I didn't have the world to share it with. So I just texted a few people telling them how much I love Colorado. But that's how I feel like when I love something, I just want to tell everybody. I want to share it because it's such a joy to me. I think that's that Leo energy. And that's how this person is. They love something or someone or whatever, they're happy, they have to share with other people. And that beauty, that sharing of their joy, that sharing of their own passion and feeling of happiness and aliveness and excitement, that radiates outward and spreads to everybody around them that comes in contact with them, because they want to share it and not keep it. They're not selfish with their feelings. They're not selfish with what they see. You know how some people are just like guarded and they keep things to themselves, they're very stoic? No, not this person. This person is very expressive and open and communicative, and you're gonna know it. Like, you're gonna know how this person feels probably all the time. You can see the emotions on their face. Their body language is very expressive. They're very free spirited, this person. Okay, they're free. they're authentic, they're out there, they're loud and proud and but very loving. Okay, like you have to remember this person is a very genuine loving person. This person's a lot of love in their heart, and I think this is the type of person that like wants that close like soulmate connection. Like that's very important to them because the lovers did come out. So having a soulmate for them is like a life partner is something that is a priority. Like, and it's not just a life partner. This person, your future spouse, is somebody that is looking for their soulmate, okay? Not just like some random ass relationship. They want somebody that is for them, like their equal counterpart, their, you know, other half, whatever, like the person that isn't that they are meant to be with. So this person is like kind of like a fairy tale person. Like, I believe in love, I believe in romance. Yeah, this person's very romantic and they'd probably take you on cool little dates, like adventures. I think that this is the type of person that travels a lot and would want to travel with you and take you all over the world. You know, pack your little stack, pack your little bag, and let's go. Let's go share our lives together, but doing cool shit and traveling and being adventurous and not they don't like mundane and boring things. Person's very like creative and spontaneous and loves to live life to the fullest and have fun in life and all of those. Like I think your relationship is going to be a lot of fun. And because this person is your soulmate, you obviously resonate with this energy as well. So I'm assuming this is like up your alley, and you like a partner like this. May like only just from this is it in the reading necessarily. This is just like I guess my own observation of like partnerships, but maybe you are the more like guarded, stoic, controlled one. That doesn't have to be the case, but oftentimes when we have a person like this, in order to balance out the energy, you will naturally have somebody who's a little bit more grounded and more practical and more down to earth and more maybe not as emotionally open and expressive and spontaneous, but maybe more of like a structured person, organized planner, that kind of energy, like earth sign energy is what I'm getting, because this is fire and air. So to ground that down, we need some earth. So maybe that's you, you know, maybe that's your energy and that's why this partner would be perfect for you. Or you know, you could also, but that doesn't mean that you don't embody some of these energies. Like you could also be super fun and communicative and like all those things, but maybe you just veer more towards the other side than like this person. um yeah, so let's just see how you are going to recognize this person. So we have judgments. Okay, so this is like the main card to explain how you are going to know that this person is the one for you. And that is judgment. So I feel that this person is going to come into your life in complete divine order, divine timing, divine orchestration. This is not going to be someone that comes into your life that was like planned or well, like I guess everything is always a surprise, right? If you look at it that way. But there's an element of like, hello, here I am, just out of nowhere, kind of like, because the judgment card is about like the universe makes the judgment call of when and how and what. It's not up to you. It's not on your timing. It's not in your order. It's not according to your plans or whatever. It's what I think, you know, is right for you because I'm aligned. I'm connected to your soul. Like I know what you need. So the universe kind of comes in and does it when it knows that you are ready for this. So it might come at a time when you're not expecting it. Okay, so this person gonna come into your life when you're totally not expecting it. It's gonna be complete like news to you. The judgment card is about having an epiphany, an awakening. So this person might give you some sort of an awakening. Like they come into your life and you have like a huge aha moment, or you see something really clearly from their presence in your life, or they come into your life and you see them very clearly. Like you're like, damn, that's my person. There's something here about an epiphany, a realization, clarity, seeing clearly, seeing with no baggage from the past, no projections. It's just you see this person as they are, and what you see is that they're your soulmate. Like you just very clearly are like, yep, that's my person. So that's how you're gonna know that this is the person you're gonna marry, is because you're gonna have that feeling of like, okay, I see very clearly. I have no doubts, you know. And also, I think that this person doesn't let your own past hold you back. Like, um, you're able to work through a lot of your issues that you have that perhaps could be from your own past and trauma, or like past relationships. This person allows you to let those go, move past them, and to start over with this person. Like this is like a second chance. So also another sign of this, how you will recognize that like the person that you're going to marry, is that it seems like you have a second chance at love, or a second chance at life, or a second chance at marriage. So this could be your second marriage. Also that could be like an extra confirmation, but this is just saying that it's like maybe you were already in like a serious relationship before, that you thought you were going to marry this person, or you thought they were the one and they weren't. um or maybe this is their situation, right? Because they had this major ending in their life and then they started all over. They completed a whole new cycle, fulfilled, some karma here. So this person might have been in a relationship like that where they thought that they were going to get married, or they were married and then it didn't work out. That wasn't the one. And then they meet you and it's like, oh, okay, here's my second chance at marriage, at love, at doing this right. It could be a third chance, fourth, whatever, but I just feel like this person or you has already gone through that, to where now you've learned a lot of lessons and you're gonna now not, like, you're gonna leave all of that in the past, that wasn't serving you in your past relationships, all the mistakes that you made and all the lessons you learned from those mistakes. Now you know better and you're more evolved and mature, and now you can do it right with this person, and you're both going to be doing it right together. Um, there's also going to be a very spiritual element to this connection. It's going to feel very soul connecting. You're going to feel like this, but this person more than, even if you don't know them. Obviously you just met them, you just feel such a strong connection with them. There's a spiritual element to it, and also it just feels divine. Like it feels like it was orchestrated in divine order. Like you'll look at the how you came together and you're like, well, that was pretty serendipitous, that was pretty coincidental. Like, what are the chances of that happening? Like, so many things had to happen for this to happen. Like, it was by chance. There's this mysterious divine sort of orchestration behind the scenes of that seems to have happened in order for you guys to meet. So those are all indications that this is going to be the person that you marry. Um and yeah, like I said, like there's something about a death and a rebirth, like a transformation energy where you're leaving something in the past behind and starting brand new with this person. Um so that's kind of like your dynamic a little bit. This person is definitely a very optimistic person. They have a very positive worldview. They tend to focus on the brighter side of life. There's also strong Sagittarius energy here. Um, Alluring and seductive. This person is very physically attractive and sexy. They do have that like passionate fire energy, just very um, flirtatious and charming, seductive, sexy, just that kind of person. Um, and yeah, like I said, they're very ambitious. They go after their dreams and their goals, and it's like very important to them to live a life that aligns with their highest desires. Like they're not the type of person that is going to settle. Like they don't settle. They work hard for their dreams. They work and they're willing to put in the work. I don't think that their career is traditional. It's like something that is a lot aligned with their passion, something that they're really passionate about or really good at, or like they make a lot of money doing it because, they're very successful. Um and logical. So this person is also not just completely, yeah, they're logical. We have that Gemini energy. So they do things that make sense, but honestly, I think this person really thought follows that like fire in their soul to drive them through life. This person's a very passionate person, and feeling happy and passionate about everything they do is of utmost importance for this person. So they would never do anything that doesn't make them feel good. And so in that way, they're very intuitive. Like they follow their intuition, they're a feeler. They follow their feet, they feel through life. And if it doesn't feel good, they don't do it. If it feels good, they do it. Okay, that's kind of how this person rolls. But they're also logical. Like they're also not just gonna, they're not a fool. Okay, they're not naive. They have life experience. So they also apply logic and reason. But at the end of the day, I just feel like this person listens to their heart and soul for like how to go through life. Um, Yeah, they like go with the flow a lot. So this person could be younger than you, or they just could have a very youthful energy with the Page of Wands coming out. That is definitely a case. Um, if they're not physically younger than you, like in age, they could also just have like a more youthful energy than you. You could be like the more serious one. Clean and put together, so they take care of themselves, their body. Um, they're like they're not scruffy, or they have beautiful smile. They don't let themselves go. They like, if they're a woman, they make sure like, okay, let me do my pedicure, my manicure, get my nails nice and cute and pretty, and let me fix my hair, and let me like just look presentable to the world. And if it's a guy, then okay, let me shave my beard, let me make sure it's nice, let me do my eyebrows, fix my hair, put together a nice outfit, like fashionable. Like this person like cares about how they present themselves to the world. Cool. Yeah. So they also have a beautiful smile. So I think their smile is something that will really stand out to you. Um, they probably have nice teeth, or just the smile, like their smile just lights up your world or the world. Or like I said, this person's a very happy, radiant person. So I feel like they smile a lot. And so when they smile, you can see how genuine it is. You can see the happiness like flow through them, and you want to be happy just from their smile. They have green eyes. They could have green eyes. They have light skin, or they could have lighter skin than you. So this person could have like reddish or like copper tone hair, even brown hair. Could be their hair color. That's something that like they like to dye their hair. And then we also have that they have a unique appearance. So there's something unique about how they dress or how they look, or maybe they're foreign or from a different culture or country where like they have like more exotic look to them, something like that. Okay, so that is what I have for you for who are you going to marry. I really hope that that was helpful and fun. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, File 2. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the green opal, this is going to be a reading about who are you going to marry. So who is this person that you're going to spend your life with, that you're going to commit to for the rest of your life, a big portion of your life. You can call this person whatever you want, whatever label you want attached to it. Life partner, your divine counterpart, your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever. But basically what we're looking into is the person that you are going to be committed to and sharing a life with for the rest of your life or a big portion of your life. But let's start with your readings. So we have the Hanged Man. Who is the person of pile 2 to 10 today? The Queen of Swords. Okay, with the Eight of Swords. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. And let's just see, you were Oracle card. So who is pile 2 going to marry? Who is their future spouse? How can you tell me about their future spouse? Sorry, I just want like one obvious part. There you go. Capricorn, the boss. Who is pile 2's future spouse? This is definitely a strong person, a very powerful person. Um, this person knows what they want. They're very direct, blunt, straightforward. Like they don't fuck around. This person tends to overthink though. Like this is an overthinker. They get in their head a lot about just things that they shouldn't be getting their head about. Sometimes they let their thoughts take over. They could deal with some insecurity or doubt or skepticism or something like that. Who is pile 2's future spouse? Who are they going to marry? But this person overall is a team player. They work well with other people. I feel like they're very successful in whatever it is that they do. Like financially, they're pretty well off. Um, and they have this boss energy. They have this leader energy. So they could be the boss. They could be an authority figure of some sort, be a leader of other people, be in a position of power, be a manager, supervisor, just something to do with leadership, a leadership role. And it could be in communication. So that a communication could be a big part of their job, or that's just like their industry, the field that they're in, communications. We also have door to personal healing and happiness, door to value. So a lot of doors. Um, this person is an expander. This person is a grower. They, um, That's like a better way of saying that. This person is the type of person who doesn't stop, who doesn't stop, who just keeps going. Like with that Capricorn energy, for sure. You know, this person is like, I see an opportunity, I'm gonna walk through the door. I see something new that I can try, I'm gonna go that way. Oh, there's something that I need to work on within myself, cool, I'm gonna address it. Oh, there's a new way of making money. Okay, let me try it out. Like this person is very curious and wants to learn a lot of things. But the Page of Pentacles, this person is a student of life, a lifelong learner, very curious, and like genuinely intrigued by a lot of different things, and learning things, like learning how to make money. This person is very motivated by making money and having more, having success, like being successful physically. And it's not just for the sake of having money, it's just they want to have, they like working. This person just likes working. This person likes to create abundance, to create wealth, and they like to lead. And then we have very soon. Okay, we also have separation. What else? Okay, and now let's just see what the card is for how you're going to recognize your soulmate. So we have the Knight of Cups. So this is how you're going to recognize for sure that this is your not soulmate, the person that you're going to marry. So let's get into this. So we have the Hanged Man that came out. So I feel like this person, like they're part of it. They have a different perspective on life. And this is Pisces energy. And then we also have Gemini with the Queen of Swords, and then Capricorn, obviously. So those could be just significant energies that this person could embody. But I feel like, who is your future spouse? This is a person who willingly puts themselves into situations where there's, I don't know, like look at this. Like they're both stuck. Like they're both, like his feet are tied to this tree, the broom or whatever. His hands are tied. He's hanging upside down, meditating. His eyes are closed. And then she is over here, blindfolded, hands tied, can't see anything. So I don't know. This person has like, because we know that the Hanged Man is a self-imposed, like he holds the key in his hand, right? So the key is in his hand. He can unlock himself at any moment, but he chooses to hang upside down. He chooses to hang upside down because he's not ready. He's not ready to move forward because he needs to gain a new perspective. Before moving forward, it's like a self-imposed, like, I'm going to just sit here in meditation until I find my clarity. Because I can't see clearly. I can't see clearly. The Eight of Swords. So this person, I feel, has a tendency to like be their own block, be their own limitation. Like they hold themselves back. And like, so this is like a positive holding themselves back, because it's like, I'm right now not about to make a decision because I'm crazy and I'm in my head. Like, I think this is the energy that they try to get out of through this meditation, you know, like whenever it is that they get into their head and start to overthink everything and self-deprecate and have all of these self-sabotaging thoughts that like maybe I can't do this or I can't achieve my dreams or whatever, they get into their head a lot, and they're like, fuck that, like I need to cut it out, like I need to cut it out. So then the Queen of Swords energy, they're like, okay, I'm gonna cut that out with my sword. But before I cut it, the way I cut it out is through this introspection. The way I cut it out is through self-reflection. It's reflecting on these thoughts. Are they real? Are they true? Because this person has a huge like like it's, this came out for one of their cards out of seven cards, like whatever, eight, nine cards, can't count, nine cards. This person is, you know, one of them is door to personal healing and happiness. So this person's own healing journey, like they are on a healing journey, and their happiness is very, very important to them. But they seem a little bit, I don't know, they just get caught up in their head a lot. And so in order to get out of their head, their process is to go within and to journal and to reflect and to put themselves in a space where I'm not going to move forward until I address this issue. So like this is not the type of person, even though we have the devil energy here with Capricorn, which isn't necessarily, well, I guess he does have horns. It's not exactly the devil because it's not the devil card in the tarot. It's just Capricorn energy, but that is associated with the devil in the tarot. And the devil is about addictions and escapism, things like that. However, maybe this person tends to escape into their own inner world. Like that's their way of coping with problems. But I think it's a healthy way because this person's on a healing journey. So this person is not the type that will go and drink it away or smoke it away or bang it away or just indulge in distracting activities or obsessions or temptations, addictions, drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever. This person is the type that's like, okay, I'm sober as fuck and I'm gonna deal with this. I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna deal with it and I'm gonna figure it out. So that's a very positive trait that this person has. Yes. And this person is also a team player. So with the Three of Pentacles, this person knows how to work really well in a team. I think they lead a team really well. They're very successful at their job and being able to bring people together. They have this talent for making people feel included and like they're part of a team. And I think this person also has a lot of work friends. Like they get along, with people. They're very personable and they're very curious. Okay, so we have this Gemini energy and then we also have the Page of Pentacles. They're a very curious type of person and they want to like learn more about people, so they're always asking them questions. And I feel like this person likes to read and they really like to learn like new topics, especially having to do with how to make more money. I already said that, and how to be more successful and how to excel at their job. And this person also likes to travel and try new things but it's in a very practical way. Like this person's very practical and down to earth and grounded. And if they want to like go somewhere, they're very ambitious and like they will, but they need a plan. They need to know where they're gonna stay when they're going. Like it's not like a spontaneous like, all right, let's get on a bus and let's just go. It's more like, okay, I have this spontaneous idea, but now I need to like make sure everything's set up in order for that to be a success. So this person kind of does overthink things a little bit, you know. Maybe they have trouble just doing and they just stay in their head a lot. So that's kind of like their personality. They could be an earth sign for sure. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Gemini or Pisces is coming through. Or yes. Um, let's see. This person, who is this? Who are you going to marry? I think that with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom, this is definitely a person who wants a family, who wants marriage, who wants like this long-term stable commitment with another person. They could even, like want to build a family. I think this is a person that's going to want to build wealth with you, or you guys are going to be very successful together, or this person's already very successful, like they have money. Obviously, that's like one of their big goals. They're a very hard worker. They have a really strong work ethic. They seem to be a little bit more practical and logical than creative and intuitive and emotional, although we do have Pisces energy. So this person is very intuitive. They have a strong intuition that guides them, but I don't know if I think, they follow their head and their logic a lot more when they make decisions in life. Like obviously they follow what gives them value, right? Like with the door to value. So whenever a door opens, they're like, well, do I value this? Do I want this? Obviously. But I think that they're more concerned about like, is this going to bring me physical abundance? And not so much like, I don't know. I just feel like the decisions that this person makes in life are based on more material aspects rather than like their intuition is guiding them. I feel like this person relies on their intuition and their more inner self more when it comes to, I don't know how to explain it. Like more when it comes to their own inner limitations and like about themselves, like when they don't think they're good enough, whatever they're insecure about, like personal things this person goes within and does a lot of reflection. But as far as like accomplishing things in life, I don't think this word is like, that doesn't feel right. I'm not doing it. No, I don't think, I think this person like, that makes sense. That's gonna make me a lot of money. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Like, oh, that's a good investment because it's very practical. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how this person is. But they have this deep inner wisdom, like this intuition, this connection to their emotions that I don't know if they utilize enough. But they're definitely utilizing it at least in their personal life to like healing some issues that they have. But do they use it in life to go through life and flow through life like in the practical world? I don't know. I don't think so. They tend to overthink and stop. They're like, yeah, but the Eight of Swords is about blocking your intuition. You're blocking it because of all these fearful thoughts, so you can't hear your intuition when you're in this logical like overthinking mind over heart energy. And that's kind of like this energy that this person sort of prioritizes, I guess. um let's get some personality traits, some more. How you are going to recognize though that this person is your person? I just saw mysterious and observant. But the way that you're going to know that this is the person you're going to marry is with you. Even though they don't really come off as like this lovey-dovey person, they're very practical and logical and direct, straightforward, maybe emotionally detached a little bit. They could seem to be a little insensitive, but with you, they're going to be very like lovey-dovey, romantic, like kind of vulnerable and emotionally expressive. And this is like the schmoozer, like very flirtatious, just very wearing their heart on their sleeve kind of, and like, here I am, like I love you, or I really like you, or I have a crush on you, or I want to go on a date with you. I don't know, their more like feminine vulnerable side is really going to show with you. And the reason that you're going to know, like, it's not just any person that comes up to you that's being lovey-dovey is your life partner. It's this person specifically is not like that in real life. Like in real life, or I guess to right people that they work with, or just like their friends or whatever, maybe they are a little bit more stoic and they don't show emotion as much, right? But with you, there's going to be like this desire to open up to you and to take action towards you in a very romantic and loving and vulnerable way. That it's a side to them that then people don't really see, and you didn't even see it like when you met them. But like once towards you, they're like this, but you'll see that towards other people, they're not. So that's how you are going to know that this is your person. So what else can you tell me about pile two's future spouse's personality? We have experienced, we have artistic. So they definitely have like a creative side to them. Psychic, intuitive, yeah. I think this is their Pisces side and energy, that they're just very creative and artistic, artsy, things like that. But it's hidden. It's like it's not known. It's there's a mystery. There's a sense of mystery. Like what they show to the world, they're this facade. It's a very strong, empowered person, very confident, independent, self-assured. I got my shit together. I'm gonna go make my money. I'm very goal oriented. Like it's a very masculine energy. But like behind closed doors, it's just they're just a sensitive person who is very intuitive and deep, and they do self-reflect, and but it's not how they present themselves to the world. So I'm almost feeling like a sun in like Aries, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn. Like I know that earth signs are like generally feminine energies, but like Capricorn to me just seems so masculine. I don't know. If or even Taurus, just more stoic. But like their moon is in Pisces or Scorpio. Well, Pisces, but like Scorpio or Cancer, like a more watery sign. It's like their hidden self, or their rising sign could be like a more masculine sign. It could be Capricorn. And so that's how they come off, but behind closed doors, they're just a lot more sensitive. We have adventurous. Yeah, this person does like to take adventures, try new things. Um, they're experienced. So whatever it is that they do, for a living. They're very good at it, okay? And they know how to make money. We have control. Yeah, that's that like they're very controlled. They don't show a lot of emotion. The pile of wine was a person who was just like wore their heart on their sleeve 100%. They showed everything, they couldn't hide it. This person is almost like opposite energy. So it would be funny if like this was you and pile one was your life partner or vice versa, just because these are like those two energies that usually when they come together, they make a perfect match. Um, because like you both need each other. But yeah, this person's just more controlled and stoic a little bit, and you won't be able to really see how they feel on their face. Being a little bit like they're mysterious, like there's just so much more that is hidden that you can't see. Direct, yep. This person will tell you how it is. They don't sugarcoat things. That's how that sometimes they could come off insensitive and like, damn, like that kind of hurt. Like really? Okay. Um, but then again, like this person is also sensitive because they have that Pisces energy. So like why? Just why are you like that? We have extroverted, reserved, private, and witty. So yeah, this person is more extroverted. They like to be around people. They like to get to know people. Like I was saying, they like to learn new things. They like to try new things. They like to be out there. But they also do have like this more introverted side when they do self-reflect and things like that. Um, yeah, because they are reserved and private. So they have this private element to them that you don't know about that is only behind closed doors. And that's why their moon seems to be more like this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, especially. Um, and I think that you're going to show that to you. Like, I think that's like they're going to reveal this side to them that then only happens behind closed doors. Like, you're going to see that side, this nurturing, caring, even spiritual, deep, yeah, deep side to them. So that's who they are. And witty. So this person's very quick-witted. They're funny. That's that Gemini energy, or just air signs. Libra, Aquarius, uh, Sagittarius. Even they're funny. They're quick with comebacks. They have jokes. Like they're just a good, funny, fun person to be around. Good conversationalist. Um, yeah. What else? What physical characteristics? So yeah, we're gonna pull some physical traits now and see how this person could look. So we have afro textured hair. Um, we do have this card here, which would also confirm that. So they could be African American or just have like really thick hair. We have athletic. So this person could be an athlete or could just have an athletic body or build, just kind of muscular. They take care of themselves. Feel like maybe they're into sports, like to play sports. We have full lips. Tan skin. So this person could definitely be like darker or just they like to tan. Longer hair. So this person could just have like longer than normal hair. We have casual attire and hat or headdress. So this person likes to wear a hat a lot, or they could wear like a headdress. But yeah, this person could like to wear things on their head. They dress pretty casual, thick or full figured. So this take that how it resonates. Maybe they're not just like a tiny petite person, but they're filled out. They have a juicy butt. Nice full body, full figure, or maybe they're just like really built and muscular, and they got something to grab onto. And then they have curly, wavy hair. So yeah, it's like that thick, curly, wavy hair. Darker skin, full lips. So that is your person. I just kind of feel like I need to pull maybe like one more card about this person's personality. Because we get a lot about like Yuri, they love to work, and I don't know if just like anything else you can tell me about Kyle, whose person that they're gonna marry. Just one more message that's different than this. The 10, okay, great. They're a hard worker. Cool. They're tired all the time. Okay. Anything else? Four of Cups. I don't know. This person, I guess maybe that's just what needs to come through. I just kind of wanted more, but I think this person has a lot of competition around them. They're very competitive and maybe sometimes they're a little too concerned about gaining people's approval and just like succeeding in life because they want to look like they made something of themselves to other people. So that could be like one of their things that they overthink about a lot and they want to try to heal and let go of. They have a tendency to not see the positive sometimes when it comes into their life. You know, when any blessings that come into their life, they're like maybe sometimes too focused on not being good enough or missed opportunities, you know, on their mistakes, on their failures. And this could just be something that they are dealing with. I mean, it's coming through again. I wanted some new messages, but you know, I saw this person is um I this is the type of person that I think uses their career as a way to feel more worthy when really what they need is to find their own self-love like within for themselves. So that's why they're on the healing journey, and I do think that this person is wise enough to know that and emotionally connected enough to themselves to know that that is something that they need to do, is to become more emotionally available for themselves, um, and to not focus so much on work and having that be a distraction from their own pain and anxieties, and to not use that as a gateway into people's like accept like to be accepted into other people or in society or to be good enough, but that they are good enough without those luxuries, you know, the material aspects of life. So like that's what this person's struggling with. There's a little devil energy here. I mean, Capricorn to come out. It's like this devil on their shoulder. You know, they have this tendency to be drawn into to their ego and to attachment to physical things when really their journey is to let that go, detach, and to know that they are enough without that. So maybe that's something that you're going to help them with. It's coming through strongly in this reading. So it could be something that from meeting you, because like I said, like how you're going to recognize this is your soulmate from meeting you, they're going to be in this energy of vulnerability. So that already is showing me that you open their heart in a way that they usually close off, and that you're going to help them be more in touch with this more vulnerable and sensitive and feminine side of theirs, and that is going to, I think, help them with all these issues that they have. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pile Free. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the next beautiful apricot agate, this is going to be your reading about who are you going to marry. So who is your future spouse? Who is the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with, or a big portion of your life with? You can put whatever label on this that you want, call them your divine counterpart, your life partner, your soulmate, or twin flame, whatever. It's basically the person that you're going to be sharing your life with and are committed to. So we are going to be pulling some oracle cards, tarot cards, and then also some personality traits and some physical characteristics to see who this person is. And then we're also going to see how you will recognize this person, which is this card right here. How are you going to know that this is your person that you're going to marry? And we also have an extended to this reading. So in that extended, we're going to get into the connection. What is this connection between you guys going to be like? And then the details on when and how you guys are going to meet and come together. So it's like a timeline and the details of that. And what is the soul lesson that you're learning through this connection? So what is the main reason that you guys are together? So if you're interested in that, that will be in the description box below. But let's get into your reading. So we'll look at that in a little bit. And I'm going to pull your tarot card to see in for pile 3, who is Violet going to marry? Who is this person that pile 3 is going to marry? Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. On the floor, we have the Magician. What is this person like? What is their personality like? Back when that pile 3 is going to marry. We have the Page of Cups. Also, these guys fell out. I'm not going to take them because I just want one more card, but we have the Chariot, the Lovers, and the Tower. So one more card. Who this person by they like? The Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Swords at the bottom. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards out. This person is a hard worker, that's for sure, and they seem to be a little bit stressed. We have Sagittarius, the Voyager. Maybe this is like at the time that you guys meet, this person just seems to be a little bit overworked and stressed and dealing with some conflict in their life, kind of like chaos in their life, maybe a lot of people hating on them, or you're not, oh, that's a sword. It's not even the Five of Wands. Okay, yeah. So there could be some jealousy, some betrayal, just people not accepting them for who they are, just having a tough time, like in whatever it is that they're going through. Just maybe their relationships are just bullshit, just a lot of conflict, arguing, toxic, no one wins, just a lot of unnecessary drama and ego, and it's heavy. It's like a burden to this person. They're like carrying this heavy weight uphill, carrying the burden of these toxic relationships that they have in their life, or toxic situations that are not helping them. And I just feel like they're ready to end it. Like they're ready to go. Like they're ready to release it. They're moving away from something that is just like really toxic for them. The Voyager, yeah, they're traveling away, moving away towards more their dream life, or like something like new that they want to manifest with the Magician coming out. They're like, okay, let me utilize all of my skills and talents and my power, and let me create something new. Let me create something new in my life. Let me literally create, like I have a blank slate, a canvas. How do I want to paint it? That's kind of what I'm getting here, you know? So this person, like, it just could be literal, like they want to become a painter, an artist, or this is something that they do, like they're really good at painting. They're really good at with their hands. I am getting that here. But they're good manifestors, and it's like they're creating something new in their life, starting over after this heaviness is being released. They're in very strong manifesting energy, and it's a new skill that they're learning. So like this person is very skilled with their hands and has some sort of a talent that they are working on mastering, and they're very, very focused and hardworking. And I know this is like a specific like phase in their life that we're getting in on. This is not so much about their personality. Well, it definitely says a lot about their personality, but it's more so, I think, about what they're going to be going through when you meet them. Um, and then they will help you recognize them more. I think that will give you an indication of like, okay, cool, like that kind of aligns with that storyline. But anyway, I feel like in either case, this is showing about their personality, that they are they're very empowered. Like sometimes when people are stressed because of this toxic environment that they're in, a lot of people don't have the courage or the strength to leave or to get out of those situations because it's too hard to create a new life. It's too scary. Um, why they don't want to be vulnerable. They don't believe in themselves. Whatever the reason is, a lot of people don't follow through on that. But this person seems to be the personality that, like, if they are fed up with a situation or an environment, that they will create a new reality for themselves because they recognize that they are the magician. They recognize that they are in power and in control over their lives, and they can create whatever they want. With the Page of Cups, like, I have a clean slate, this canvas that I can paint with anything on it, and that's my life, that metaphorically, and that's what they do. They're like, okay, I want XYZ. Let me choose what that is. And the choices that they make on what they want is based in emotion. It's based in intuition. It's based in their heart. They follow their heart. It's based in something that they love, something that brings them joy and fulfillment and emotional fulfillment, right? Emotional happiness. So it's not like pile two was more like, all right, this is going to make me money. This is logical. This makes sense. Cool. Let me do it. No, this person is like, does it make me happy? Is it something I'm passionate about? Is this something that brings more joy and excitement to my life? Does this feel right? Feel like a feeler. It's versus the feeler. Does this feel aligned with my soul, with my truth? Is this something that I enjoy? Is this, I think this person enjoys being creative and creating new things, maybe working with their hands of creating arts, crafts, jewelry, furniture, I don't know, building things, drawing, painting, like something like that could be a thing. And this person just really enjoys that. And this is something that brings, like, whatever this environment it is that they came from was not making them happy. Okay. So they have this like huge transformation that they're, or a new life. Like they're starting their life over almost, it seems. So the Magician and the Page of Cups all both being like new energy. Yeah, and with Sagittarius coming out, the Voyager, this person might have to travel to get this done. So they might have to go to another place. But this is also about being a truth seeker. Like Sagittarius is seeking your own truth above all the shit that you've been taught in life, all the beliefs, all the religion, all of that. It's outdated. It doesn't align with me. Let me seek my own truth. And so this person's very empowered in that way. And they're like, I'm going to go find it. Um, and they're a very free spirited person. They're, very passionate about what they do. They're an optimist. They do see the bright side of things, even when things are really hard and challenging in their life, like, even when they're going through like a situation like this, I feel like this person still tries to not let that beat them up and get them down, but instead they're like, all right, let me change my reality. Let me change it. Let me get out of this toxicity. Let me take action. Let me get in my power. And they do. And when they do that, it aligns with their heart and their soul. And it's something that drives them and lights them up. And then after that, they're willing to put in the work. They're like a follow through work. They're not just a dreamer, because this is a very dreamy energy, manifesting, visualizing, like, ooh, all my dreams, this is what I want. And then crickets chirping, like nothing happening. While no, this person is like, I got all these dreams. I got all my vision board. I have everything. Yeah, vision board. Like maybe this person is like into vision boards or something, and they create this vision of their life. And then they're like, all right, let's get my hands dirty. Let's get into work. Let's get to work. Let's be practical about this. Let's focus. Let's get it done. And this person gets it done. This person doesn't stop until they master it. This person is an action oriented person. They take action. It's beautiful, actually. uh, and a rest and rejuvenation. So, Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person is Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person's about to do it. Like, this person goes after, like, any little thing they follow through on. They're a good communicator as well. Communication is definitely coming through strong. And I don't think they like conflict. This person doesn't really enjoy conflict. So they try to, the Tower, the Chariot, and the Lovers came out, right? Yeah. There's like a major ending that this person is experiencing in their life where they had to like move forward from with clarity and conviction. Yeah, communication is important to this person as well. Let's get one more card. Who is this person? Who is Pile 3's future spouse? That asking for me. We have chemistry and worth waiting for. Separation at the bottom. So this could be, just because separation is at the bottom, this could be something where this person is far away from you. Like when you guys meet, this person lives at a distance from you, or there's some element of separation here. Or obviously, this could be where you guys have had a tower moment where it's like a person from your past. This could be somebody that you already knew or know or dated or had some sort of history with that you know is your person. They're just whatever they're doing. There was a fight. And now there's like a new beginning here. So that could be a case, the case for some of you guys. But if it's like a toxic act, like just don't even take that on. Okay. If someone is toxic or abusive or narcissistic or anything like that, this is not your person. It's just if you had like a solid thing with someone and it just fell apart because of whatever reason, but you feel so strongly connected to this person, this could be indicating that that's them if this storyline and the personality aligns with them. But anyway, this person, so chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I feel that first of all, like you guys have a strong chemistry. You guys will be very, very attracted and drawn to each other. Your energies will naturally just mesh really well. Like you guys will be very compatible physically, sexually. Um, yeah, there's just this beautiful balance between both of your energies here. And this person's just very attractive. Like this person's energy attracts things. Like I said, the magician, like they're very attractive. Like they're easily they manifest things very easily. They have that kind of abundant energy, which is beautiful. Because yeah, the Sagittarius, it's lucky. It's lucky energy. This is ruled by Jupiter, which is like the luckiest planet. It's about prosperity, like good fortune, good things happening. Good things happen to this person. Luck is on their side. That's just kind of how it is. Like they go through this hardship, like everything falls apart, and it's like, well, okay, let me create a new life. Oh, here it is. Let me work on it. Oh, and I have so much money and happiness. Like, cool. How did you make that seem so easy? And a lot of times when people do have strong Sagittarius in their chart or Jupiter like placement, they just tend to be more lucky in life. That's like a thing. Um, so anyway, and then the worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. So I think that that is just telling you that this is something that is going to be worth it. And if you are in separation with this person, then like just keep hope and like this is worth waiting for. If things aren't going like you want them to go or as fast as you want them to go, then just know that it's like just it's worth waiting for. It's gonna work out. We also have empowerment here at the bottom. Oh, look, and then Jupiter under that. What was I saying? Is that lucky energy and then empowerment? That was my word for your person, empowered. This person's empowered. They live in their power. They think for themselves. They don't let these external influences in life get them down and stop them. And I think that they will also view you as like somebody who's worth it and really worth working hard for and putting effort into. Yeah, because this person, like I said, like they decide on something, they have a dream, a fantasy, a visualization, and then they're like, okay, and it aligns with their heart, and let's get into action, and they work on it. So this person is a follow througher, and that will also be the case in your relationship where they're going to work on this partnership, they're going to work on being a good person for you and opening their heart and all of that. With rest and rejuvenation, this is giving me that vibe of like maybe you guys are at a distance from each other and you guys are both just like resting and rejuvenating your energy before you can come back together, because maybe this person was just going through a tough time, something heavy, and or you were, I don't, well, this is their energy, but whatever. It maybe the relationship itself had something like that needed to be released, and recharge, rejuvenate, recenter yourselves, reconnect with yourself before you can move this forward. So that could be like an extra message there. But if this is not a past person and you don't even know this person yet, then I just feel like this person is into their, I think after what they have been through and realizing that working extra hours and working tirelessly for a goal or being with people who are draining and toxic is not healthy for them, and that they never want to be in that place again. So rest and rejuvenation and protecting their energy is very important to them. So I think that's something that they prioritize in their life, to make sure that they have very strong boundaries, I feel, and to make sure that people don't take advantage of them or bring drama into their lives. They're done with that. They're done with the stress. They're done with the drama. They just want peace and harmony, and they do what they need to do to rest, and self-care is very important to this person. Um okay, let's get some personality traits. So what else can you tell me about Kyle Freeze future selves? What is your personality like? Oh, this is how you're gonna recognize your person. Oh, the devil. Great. No, just kidding. Okay, yeah. So this is, let's talk about this. The how you're gonna recognize that this is your soulmate is this devil energy. Well, just a very obvious thing that's coming through is you're gonna have a very strong sexual attraction and desire for this person. I know, that's not like the best sign sometimes, but with this chemistry card coming out, I do feel that you guys have a very strong chemistry. And like I said, your energies just attract towards one another. And so with the devil coming out, and usually that's like two people like chained together and they're attached, they can't let go. Like some obviously it's like a lot of times unhealthy and codependent and things like that. But another meaning of the devil card is just a very strong sexual attraction, almost to its sort a point of needing each other. Um, and it's also about a contract, right? So like it's having a this soul contract with someone. So I just feel like the way that you're going to recognize your soulmate is that you're going to have a very strong, like more than normal, more than usual sexual attraction to them, or physical attraction, like a physical draw. Like you're going to need, you're going to feel the need to be around this person a lot. For whatever reason, we'll get into the extended into like why, like the soul lessons that you guys are learning. But with this, I just feel that you're going to feel very magnetically drawn to them. So when you're around them and you look at that, like obviously you're gonna be very physically attracted to them, but you're gonna be just like pulled to them and like you're gonna want to hug them and kiss them and like physically be with them and then just want to have sex. Like I think there's gonna have a lot of sex together and it's more than just sex though, because there's something deeper that's drawn you to this person. It's not just like, oh, you're a hot person, let me, I'm attracted to you. Attraction is always energy. It's always deeper. It's something on an energetic level that draws you to this person. And with the devil coming out, it's just showing how strong it is and how much it could have to do with that like darker, sexual energy. And that's like a strong indicator of how you're going to recognize that this is your soulmate is that you guys are going to be very, very attracted to each other in that way, very compatible. And you're going to like always want to have sex and like be sexual with each other. And obviously, this could get unhealthy if you guys don't check it. But because this person is so into self care, and not letting toxicity live in their life, I don't think it'll get to that point. But I think if you don't address it, it could. It could turn into attachment, codependency, and like unhealthy attachment. Um, but I think that to a certain extent, it's healthy, like to have that kind of sexual chemistry. But I think a lot gets experienced through the sexual acts itself when you guys have sex. Like I think it's going to be very empowering. It's going to be very soul connecting, emotionally connecting, and all of those things is going to really bring you guys together. But there is this like feeling of like I've never been so drawn to another person, and maybe it's not even just sexual. It's just I'm drawn to you. I don't know why I'm so drawn to you. I'm attached to you. Like there is kind of this feeling of attachment. Like I feel like I need you. Like I need you. I can't live without you. It sounds so unhealthy, but there's a fine line between that like a healthy attachment and where it's obviously toxic. So you just need to find that balance. But that's like a big sign. Okay, moving on. What else can you tell me about this person's personality? We have introverted. Okay, so this person could be more introverted. Dreamer. Yeah, shy. Okay, that's cute. So this person could be more of a dreamer. Like I was saying, like this person dreams and they have their little visions of what they want to manifest, but then they go and do it. But they are a little bit more, I don't know, maybe reserved, shy, sometimes um, just not so. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they like to spend a lot of time alone. They like to go within and reflect, and they're little bit more sensitive to like these Maybe they do all this on their own, like behind the scenes, so not many people know this about them. But they're a very fun person to be around because we have this like Sagittarius energy, you know. We have mature, so this person is definitely mature. Um, we have life experience. They're adaptable and versatile. So Sagittarius is mutable energy. It's a mutable sign, so that means like it is easily able to change based on its like environment. Patience. What else? Okay, maybe nothing else. Okay, one more. Loving. This person's very loving. Yeah, this person has a lot of. This person's sensitive, is kind of what I'm getting. And also rebellious. So this person rebels against norms, society. They live their own life. They do their own thing. Um, but yeah, they're just a little bit more reserved, a little shy, more private to themselves at times. Okay, let's see some physical traits and characteristics, and then we will be done with this portion of the reading. So how does files for use teachers files? You have any sort of clues and hints that you can give us? So we have longer hair. We have blue eyes, nice teeth, afro textured hair. I'm not taking these. It's too many. Got none. We have reddish or copper hair. These are such specific details that obviously this isn't going to apply for everybody. We have dark hair. We also have curly hair, athletic, and shorter hair. So we have longer hair, shorter hair. We have both. And we have accessories and jewelry. So maybe they like to wear a lot of jewelry, accessorize. They have nice teeth, light eyes. Um, Darker hair though. It's just a very exotic looking person. Athletic. So I feel like they like sports or they're in shape or something along those lines. And they have like curly, wavy hair naturally. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile 3. I really hope that that was helpful and you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you all the best. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.